There's a lot of political news articles, like on Trump, Biden left, so we got Harris, Ripple backs one person, and so on. So yeah, maybe we should dive into that. Or what else is going on? I heard that Elon Musk had some blue laser eyes going today. That has been a big topic, but I didn't really feel like I needed to cover that article since probably so many people have been talking about it. But no, let's just probably just dive right on in. I know I was like last minute, been super busy, so I was able to put together a couple articles, and again, the political side was just all I got. So let's dive right on into this. So our first news article comes from Cryptopolitan, and CNBC thinks Donald Trump will make Bitcoin the reserve currency. Now, if he does, that is going to be the best thing ever, because this is what we waited for. Like, this just puts adoption at supercharge. And yeah, so why? Because eventually, if it's on the reserve, soon banks are going to have it. And then we always said, once banks start having it, they give you wallets to use. Then you'll probably be able to take out loans against your Bitcoin. So this is what everyone's been waiting for and everything. But yeah, let's get to this article and hear who actually said that. They were from CNBC, right? Yeah, so here we go. Let's go to this article and find out more. CNBC analysts are shaking things up with a wild idea. They say that the US government should hold Bitcoin as a reserve currency. Now, the speculation is that under a Trump administration, this might actually happen. The analysts believe a Trump-led White House could consider moving Bitcoin from the Justice Department to the Treasury, and that could stabilize Bitcoin's price and increase its value as a reserve asset. Now, Trump has shown a lot of love for Bitcoin, so who knows? He just might. Now, we all know that Bitcoin is a big deal when it comes to protecting against inflation, unlike fiat currencies, which can be printed like there's no tomorrow. But Bitcoin has a fixed supply, and there's only 21 million pieces. That's it. It's scarce. That means Bitcoin can't be devalued or just printed anymore. But what it can do is be broken up. You don't need to buy just one Bitcoin. That's the biggest misconception here in cryptocurrency. Everyone goes, oh, Bitcoin's too priced, I can't buy it. Well, you do know you can just buy a couple Satoshis. If you don't know what a Satoshi is, it's 1/100th of a million of a Bitcoin. So literally, it's like 8 zeros after the decimal place. That's how much Bitcoin can be broken apart into. So you don't need to just put in one, like, what is, I think Bitcoin's at $68,000 right now. So you don't need to put that in to acquire. If you do, you are set for life pretty much. But no, it's just like, just get started while you can, because this is a scarce asset and it will eventually run out. But the US dollar, the inferior currency, often faces inflation, especially during big money printing periods. Remember the COVID-19 pandemic when the US pumped up $4 trillion into the economy? I remember that. That kind of move breaks the dollar. But Bitcoin stays rock solid. The crypto diva runs on a decentralized network. No single entity like a central bank or government controls it. Now, the decentralization cuts the risk of mismanagement and corruption. Now, if America adopts Bitcoin as a reserve currency, it'd be decentralizing its monetary power, making its financial system way more stable and transparent. Now, it's a fit for the principles of sound money, which isn't really easily manipulated by governments or banks and corporations for everyday Americans. Bitcoin offers a shield for their savings against government mismanagement and inflation. So yeah, these are some good points for why they should add this to the Treasury. Now, this is important for hourly workers and retirees on fixed incomes who suffer the most from rising prices. Younger Americans face the long-term effects of national debt, and they can find stability in Bitcoin as a store of value. Now, by holding Bitcoin, they can protect their future from an inflated dollar and the pitfalls it comes with. Now, let's face it, with the way things are going, Bitcoin is a strategic economic opportunity for the US, and it'd give it an edge in the economic war against the ongoing China and other top economies with centralized financial models. But adopting Bitcoin as a reserve currency isn't a walk in the park. And that's true right there. It's not going to be easy. But first, we got the liquidity. That is a big deal. The dollar is the most liquid currency globally, with about $7.2 trillion in reserves. Bitcoin needs a much larger market cap and liquidity to replace the dollar as a reserve currency. Second, we need a supportive regulatory framework. Policymakers must avoid restrictive measures like capital controls, which could erode confidence in the U.S. financial system. Now, since Trump has said he hates CBDCs, we don't have to worry about that destabilizing thing. So yeah, CBDCs are done. If there is a CBDC like in the United States, I guarantee that's going to be the new EBT card. So that will be given to the homeless people out there, people with very low incomes. Like that's what a CBDC will be if they can control it. And it's just different from what they got already. But no, so yeah, we have nothing to worry about there. Bitcoin though, that is the only thing you should worry about there is, do you have enough of it? Because if this goes into place, like, oh my gosh, like it is going to be gobbled up like no other. So grab some Bitcoin where you can. Again, you only need a couple cents. Stop by any of the crypto clubs. You have K1 machines in every single one of our location. Bring your spare change from your car and just start collecting it so that way you're not left behind. But that is that news article for you. And like I said, we have tons more political news articles to go through.